Okay guys, we're back today. It's Wednesday, March 28th. Any questions about the stuff we covered yesterday or Monday? Yeah. No? Okay. Okay, some of the other briefs that we didn't cover yesterday were lawyer, L-A-U-R, lawyer, L-A-U-R. Because of, B-A-U-F, because of. You have had, UFD, or stroke it out, Y-O-U, and then VD, SRD. So you can do it in 2 strokes or 1 stroke. UFD, or UF, and then had, or U, VD. VD is have had. So SRD. That the, T-H-A-T, that the, T-H-A-T. Which was, K-H-F-S. Which was, K-H-F-S. And then they show you how to write nature. N-A-I, nature. K-H-U-R, chur. Nature.
What page are you on?
172 now. You're going to want to know this one. Criminal. K-R-L. Yeah. Roll.
I'm with you.
Criminal. K-R-L. Defense is D-E-F-N-S. Defense. Defense.
Is that what you use?
I stroke it out.
That's a little hard.
Yeah. It's easier for me just to stroke it out than to. I could stroke defense 3 times before I do it in a 1 stroke. Huh? I do it D-E-F-E-N-S. Does it come out?
Yes.
Thank you for stroking back with the
Duh. D-U? I like defense.
Oh, it is like
Written. W-R-I-N. Rin. Written. W-R-I-N. That's a good one. As a result. S-R-U-L-T. Or V-U-L-T. As a result.
Same again?
S-R-U-L-T. So V-U-L-T. During the. D-U-R-G-T. And I'll be honest with you, I do it D-U-R-T. I couldn't, the G-T is a little, it was too hard for me in school and I just learned it D-U-R-T. But be careful because D-E-U-R-T Dirt. Yeah.
I got direct attention for DURT.
Direct your attention,
Yeah.
or you can use it as direct your attention.
Well, is direct your attention something that we're likely to hear frequently?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just stroke it out. But, I mean, you can use it with an asterisk too. So, one you can use with an asterisk and one not, or don't use it. Or use DURGT for during the. It had TD. It had TD. Okay, got it? All right, ready?
Ready.
Criminal. Written. Lawyer. Circumstance. I could tell by the look on your face you went home and practiced.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that I got
I
it.
did.
Do what?
I'm really surprised that I got it.
Evidence. America. During the. New York.
So I don't remember that.
Imagine that.
I remember that one is North.
Nork.
North.
Nork. For New York.
It's like what they named the airport after there too. That's how I remember
Which airport?
Yeah, that.
it. Like the airport in New York or like right around there. What do you call it?
Newark.
Newark.
That's in New Jersey.
Hey, whatever.
Close enough.
You remember it.
Did I just throw you off? That's in New Jersey.
Now she's not gonna remember.
Yeah, and she'll do her. It's still close.
Yeah. Income.
That's what I remember.
City. Record.
I know that one.
Better.
RORD.
American. Miles per hour. Criminal. Defense. Because of. Which was. You have had. That the. Almost. Career. I have been. In spite of. Guess what you're doing this weekend? That and practicing these words.
I never really get the bottom.
Huh?
What's in spite of?
Spife,
S-P-I-F.
long I-F, spife. Not spiff, so it's spife. In spite of.
It's two strokes first.
I just do spife. I really do, because you're never gonna heard spite of. It's always in spite of.
So you do what?
Spife.
And then just add the and? Or you, that's your brief?
That's my brief for in spite of.
It's
So can we change
S-P-I-F, just spite of.
SP long IF is spife, is in spite of. That's my brief for in spite of. Because you're never going to hear just spite of. What's the spite of? You're never going to hear that. It's always in spite of. You can do what you want. I'm telling you how to do it. How I do it. The book is telling you to do it different. The book is telling you to do it two strokes. Why are you going to do it two strokes if you can remember spife?
So spite is just spite of, right?
In spite of.
Oh, it just, well, he made it leave off.
I made it. That's my brief. You do what you want. I'm just telling you. This whole thing is you do what you want. I'm going to teach you my way, and I'm going to teach you, I'm going to teach you the way the book tells you to do it, and I'm going to teach you the way, some other ways that I do it. And you choose, if it doesn't conflict with something that you do, great. If it does, and you still want to use it and change the other thing to something else, great. It's what you're going to remember and help you remember. Okay? That's the whole point. Confident. Different. President.
I remember how.
Season. Nature. Lawyer. How was that?
Okay.
You know what, guys? And I'll be honest with you. On these nights, Monday, Tuesday, that I really don't give you homework, that's what you should do, is go back to page 1 and look at the bottom. And where it says new optional briefs, I'd practice all of those. Every chance that you have some free time, do that. Just flip through those pages and get those, because you know what? There's so many, they shouldn't even be optional. They should be mandatory, because they're good. They're really good, okay? You're gonna see that you're gonna use them a lot. Okay. Any questions?
No.
27. Lesson 27. IN, INT, ENT. Page 173. So write IN, IPB, or don't, just kind of sit there. That'll be good too. Write IN as a separate stroke for words beginning with IN. Okay, comma briefs are used for words when available and listed below. So inaccurate, inaccurate, inaccurate. I hear it different, so I stroke it a little bit different. I do it inaccurate, U-R-T, inaccurate, yurt. But they tell you rat, inaccurate. What?
I don't like that.
The way I do it?
No. it's
The way
red.
they do it?
Yeah, I don't hear red. Red.
I don't either.
How do you do it?
I do inac, U-R-T, yurt, inaccurate, yurt. Y-U-R-T. Does it come up? Probably not.
Is that you or the?
You are the.
Yeah.
So however you want to do it. In action, 2 strokes. Action is one stroke. In action. Inactive. I do it a little bit different. I do it A-K-T-I-V. Instead of doing it A-K-T, I do it A-K-T-I-V. All the acts, like accurate, active, I just do A-K. Because I hear it different. I hear it that way. Inactive. Inactive. I hear tiv, not the iv. Inactive. Inaugurate. Inaugurate. In-aug-rate. Inauguration. In-aug-ration. Incarcerate. Incarcerate. I'll be honest with you. I stroke incarcerate. I don't put the in. And you're going to probably hear it a lot. You're sitting in court, probably going to hear it a lot. So I don't put the in. I don't put the in. I just put carcerate. Does it come up? No? See? I do a cars, K-A-R-S, and then rate. Carcerate. No. So if you want to do it in 3 strokes, help yourself. Incarceration. Incarceration. Same thing. Incarceration. Inclination. In KLI nation. Incline. 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 Include. I just do include. KL long UD, include. What does it come up as?
COLLUDE.
Collude? See, you don't hear it. You're going to hear include a lot more than you are going to hear collude. Collude. Collude.
If you do it faster, it'll do include.
It does?
Yeah. Because when I did it slow, it was include. Then when I did it quicker,
In collude?
It still doesn't make any sense, but.
I don't need it. See, in collude, I do collude. I do it in 2 strokes. You're going to hear include a lot more, but you do what you want.
it does.
Hmm?
Right. Faster, I would say.
It puts it together.
Or
Yeah.
even when you just go back, you erase collude and then you stroke clue.
It does include, preclude. It's a good one. I'd write that down. Incomplete. Complete. KPL long ET. Inconclusive. Inconclusive. I don't even think there's a way around that. That's just a stroker outer. Incorrect. Incorrect. Increase. Increase. Incriminate. Incriminate. Incrimination. Incrimination. Indecision. D-E, not long E. Decision. I do decision S-D-I-G-S. What does that come out for y'all? S-D-I-G-S. S-D? Situation is S-W-A-I-G-S. Suation
S-D-I-G-S.
is decision for me.
Accident and question.
Mine comes up to decision.
S-D-I-G-S comes out, what?
Dis and then decision, but it's one word. I don't think it's a word.
Decision? I don't know. Or just stroke it out, whatever. Situation is S-W-A-I-G-S. Suation. What does that come out as?
What you say?
S-W-A-I-G-S. Suation. Situation.
Wages.
Swages? Yeah, you'll use that a ton. So I don't know why they have two briefs per situation.
Well, it's coming up as like a correction, like in purple, my first one. It's like guessing the word.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
All right. So you can do what you want. If you want to use decision, great. Indecision is N, D-E, and then cision. Indeed. Indeed. Indent. Indent. Index. Index. Indict. I just use dite. What does that come up?
Diet.
Diet?
Whatever you decide to
Yeah.
guess, it comes out in that.
Yeah, in court, you're probably going to hear diet a lot more than indict, so
Maybe put an asterisk.
no. Huh? What does it do? It puts indict with an asterisk? Tell you what, I'd use that one.
Oh, yeah, just put an F. Oh, wait.
Indirect. Indirect. D-R-E-K-T. Direct. Induct. Induct. D-U-K-T. Induction. Induction. B-G-S with an asterisk. Ducks. Inexact. Inexact. X-A-K-T. Inexpensive. X pens iv. I do pensive. S-I-V. That's just the way I hear it. Sieve. They're doing it iv. Infect. Infect. Infection. Infects. With the asterisk. BGS. Influx. Influx. Inhabit. Inhabit. H-A-B-T. Habit. Inhabitant. Inhabitant. Inherit. Inhert. H-E-R-T. Inherit. Inhibit. Inhibit. H-I-B-T. Inhibition. N-H-I Bition. Or inhibition. N-B-I-G-S. Inhibition. As opposed to ambition. Inject. Inject. J-E-K-T. Injection. Injects. With the asterisk. Instance. In stance. S-T-A-N-S. Instant. Instant. S-T-A-N-T. Instruct. Instruct. I just do struct. What does it come out as?
Instruct.
Construct?
No, instruct.
Instruct? I just do struct, so yeah.
Yeah, you just struck it, comes out instruct.
Yeah. Instructed or structed. Insure. Insure. As opposed to insure. E-N. Sure. Does it come out? E-N and I-N?
So I guess it's just a matter of the conversation to pick up on which one.
Mm-hmm. Inverse. Inverse. Inversion. Inversion. V-E-R-G-S. And invoice. Invoice. So some of these compound words may also occur as two separate words. To avoid any possible confusion, always use in as a separate stroke for the single word in. So y'all know what they're talking about, right? So when he was in action, he was moving around. Well, it's not I-N action now. It's in TPH action. Y'all know what they're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Say it again.
Yeah, say it again.
When they were saying, well, he was in action by throwing himself around. He was in action, not inaction. He was in action, not inaction. Inaction is the not doing anything. Inaction. You see what they're saying? So now it's TPH. If he was in action, it's TPH action. If there was inaction on the thing, it's in IN action. Y'all see what they're talking about?
Yes.
Everyone?
Between that and this.
Sort of
Yeah.
kind of. Like, so he's, guess I'm learning the difference
It's like
between
inactive
like,
versus.
It's like insure and insure. Two totally different meanings. In action and inaction are two totally separate meanings. Okay? And two different strokes. Okay? Incomplete and incomplete. So stroke them both ways.
The paperwork is incomplete. He is in a complete state of shock.
Yeah. So you have to be careful, one, with the way you stroke it, but two, definitely with the way that your transcript comes out, because now it has a totally different meaning. Okay? So you have to be careful with that. When you know that it's one word, it's always IN. When it's two words, it's TPH. It's N. TPH. There's a lot of blank looks. Are y'all getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Now, whether we can stroke that.
Huh?
Sorry.
What's that?
Whether it can be stroked. is a different
And
story.
you'll know. You'll know when you hear it what it needs to be. Okay? So incorrect. Stroke it both ways. So when I say these words, you need to stroke it both ways. IN, correct, and then TPH, correct. Indirect. So they're giving you an example to the side. I didn't even see that. To the right-hand side. In direct contrast to what he was saying, blah, blah, blah. As opposed to it was indirect. Y'all get it?
Yes.
Okay. Inexact. Inexpensive. Infirm. Inmost. Insight. Inverse. Okay. For the words beginning with INT and ENT, it's SPW. Try it. SPW. It's not a hard stroke. SPW. So intact is SPW AKT. Intact. Intellect. SPW LEKT. You working?
Yeah. two comes from?
Yeah. Yeah. So into is SPW AO. Or O, I guess. Ooh. Intelligence. Intel. Gents. Intelligent. Intend. SPWEND. Intense. SPWENS. Intensive. Intense. I do it sieve, but you can do it iv. Intent. SPWENT. Intention. SPWENGS. One stroke. Intern. SPWERN. Intimidate. Date. Intimidation. Intimidation. Intrastate. State. Introduce. Introduce. When I say intro, it's just the O. Introduce. I think I do OE. Try it. I mean, I just hear it with the long O, so I think I hit it with the long O. Introduce. Does it come up? What are you doing?
Computer crash.
No. Sounded like a slot machine. Introduction. 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 Introversion. Introversion. Introvert. Introvert. Intrude. You can do it in one stroke. Intrude. Intrusion. Intrusive. Okay, now they're going to do the EN. It's the same stroke. SPW is the same stroke for INT or ENT. Okay? Entail. Enthrall. SPW A, just R. It's already the int. So now you're just doing the raw. You don't have to do the HR or whatever. Enthralled. Enthroned. Enthuse. One stroke. Enthused. Entice. Long I-S. Enticed. Entices. Enticing. Entire. Entomb. Entombed. Entrain. Entrance. One stroke. Entrance. Entrant. One stroke. Entrap. Entreat. Entrust. US with the asterisk. Does the ST. Entrust. Entrusted. How was that? No?
No.
Y'all not getting it?
It's just
It is.
SPW.
And it's not a hard stroke,
It's not, but
SPW.
it's just.
It's just learning that it's INT or ENT. That's it. Once you get it, it's gonna be good, trust me. Because entrance, entail, enthrall, it's gonna make it so much easier. Okay? So just need to practice it. And you're going to.
But it should come out right then, thralls with the TH. Doesn't really matter, we add that H in there.
I don't know, try it. Does it?
Can't, it was crashing out.
Oh. Somebody try it. SPW L
AUL.
SPW L
Thrall.
AUL. It still comes out?
Oh, yeah, it definitely,
Huh?
yeah, it comes out.
It comes out?
Mhm.
Okay.
Just curious.
Yeah.
Because, you know, for me.
Because you're doing the ENT already. Now, whether you use the HR or just the R, it's up to you. If it's easier just to hit those 4 keys, help yourself. All right? Okay. SPWER is always used for words beginning with enter and enter. INTER and ENTER. Okay? So interact is SPWER. Enter. Well, you just listening or taking it easy?
I'm reading.
Interact. So SPWER, act. Shut down class now. Everybody, this one doesn't want to write. The other one's fingers hurting. She doesn't get it. These are.
Don't even say anything.
On an early Easter break, huh? Already.
I'll call you again.
Hmm?
I'll call you again.
Please don't.
At work.
No.
I think it's just the one that is, blah, blah, blah.
What is it? Is it
I'm
bleeding?
like, no, I'm like, I feel like I'm straining the middle finger with the PW.
It hurts?
It's the ring, it's the ring.
Yeah, it's the ring. It's too heavy. Interaction. Enter. Action. Interactive. Interactive. Enter. Active. Intercede. I don't know why they do it with the AE. Try it with the long E. See what it does.
See.
SEED. I don't even think that's a word. To intercede. Intercede. I don't think that's a word. So, I mean, if you want to do it long E, I do it long E. That's just the way I hear it. Intercede. I don't know why they do it with the AE, because the only time I do AE is when it's usually EA. Intercept. Intercept. SEPT. Interception. Interception. SEPGS. Interlude. Interlude. Interlude.
That's long U, right?
Yeah. It's not interlud.
On mine, it comes out L-E-W-E.
L-E-W-D. Lude.
Yeah.
Try stroking it a little quicker. Interlude.
Only 2 slow.
Yeah.
It worked.
If you've got your supersonic slow-mo speed button on, turn it off. Intermix. Is that a word? Intermix?
Yep, I got it.
Interplay. Does it come up? It does?
I can't figure it
No.
out.
night.
Let me axe rolling.
Oh.
About to share. Are you gonna share?
Interrupt. You can do it in one stroke. INTRUPT. So SPWRUPT. Interrupt. SPWRUPT. You come up. Interrupt. Interruption. You're going to want to know these. Interrupt and interruption. You're going to want to practice those. Interruption. Intersect. Intersect. S-E-K-T.
Thought that word was done.
That's thunder.
And
You're
lightning.
right.
Intersection. Is it? Intersection. Intersects with the asterisk. Interstate. Interstate. Interval. Interval. V-A-L. Interval. Intervene. Intervene. Interview. Interview. V long U. Interviewer. Interviewer. I do it viewer. V long U-R. Interviewer. Viewer.
How do you do it?
Enter. And then V-A-O-U-R. Viewer. Viewer. Does it come up as anything?
Mine came up as an interview.
As what?
As an interview.
Interview, it goes back to interview.
Oh, it just goes back to interview? Enter what? Sewer. Or that.
It's 47% that's the rate right now.
47. I thought it was done.
Yeah, I just looked at the radar, there's nothing on it.
Yeah.
You don't hear
Enterprise. Enterprise. Z with a Z. I don't do it with a Z, but whatever. They do it with a Z. So you can try it both ways. Enterprise. I don't think there's an enterprise. Is there?
It's coming up as price with the Z.
Yeah.
But the S comes out fine. And I don't hear enterprise. I hear enterprise. I guess not.
Enterprise.
Don't say that anymore, please.
It's a great time.
Enterprises. Enterprise. Yes. Enterprising. Entertain. Entertain. Entertained. I do it entertained. T-A-I-N-D. Tained. Or you can do it 3 strokes like they did. Does tained came up? No?
T-A-I-N-D.
T-A-I-N-D. Tained. Entertainer. Entertain.
So these are all supposed to be with leads, right?
What?
They're still eyes.
They're coming up I?
Uh-huh.
Entertainer. I-N-T-E-R. Huh?
Like enterprise.
Enterprise,
Enterprise.
enterprising, entertain.
That's all I got. Entertain came
Excuse me?
Oh, I got some.
Oh. Juan Carlos, you over there silent, struggling?
The reason why I'm asking is that it happens to me.
What, yours were an E?
I were an I and then I stroked it, right? So
So it's about stroking it correct?
on mine it was.
Or taking it off for a super slow-mo. Could be it too. Entertaining. Huh? It's a speed.
I just have to erase and then stroke the second stroke and it comes out right.
Or just do it quicker.
Or just go back and
Or prizes. Entertains. How was that?
It's a little better.
Shake them out a bit.
So you can stroke it out if you want. If you want.
You could. You could. Because some of them I don't hear that way. You know, and I don't always remember to do the SPW for some reason. And I don't know, but like enact.
David, how do you write interest?
Interest,
Yeah.
SPWRES, with the asterisk. Interest. 1 stroke. Okay, ready? Okay, it's saying do not use SPWER for the verbs to enter or to enter. They are written as follows. SPWR is enter. Enters is SPWRS. See, and I don't do it that way. I still do it SPWERS, enters, enters. What does it come out as? Anything?
What?
Which way? This way?
SPWERS, what does it come out as?
INTERS, like inters,
IN?
with a I.
Interrogation.
Huh?
SPWERS. All
No,
together.
interrogation. Mine goes to interrogation.
Interrogation. SPWERS.
Forget intersects.
Never mind. Y'all do it like the book. Whatever. Entered.
If you do SPWRS, else do inters,
Yeah.
All in one stroke.
all in one stroke.
Yeah. That's what it's telling. That's what the book is telling you to do.
Oh, never mind. How's never mind.
SPWRS, enters. Entered. SPWRD.
When have you ever used INTER?
No. Inter? No. What is it?
It says to place a corpse in a grave or tomb.
Yeah,
Inter?
interment.
Right. Internment?
But I've never heard inter. Did they inter the body, or is that what they're? Oh. I would have put EN in the transcript.
Right, and they're gonna tell us how to stroke it.
Entering. SPWRG. Entering. And we'll try the other one in case any of y'all go to work for a funeral home or whatever. Inter, INTER.
Is that?
Huh? Yeah, they were just saying it's to like entomb something or inter, isn't it? Inters, IN. I'd probably do it terse. I'd probably add all of these. TERG, TERD for all of them, but see what they come out in TERG.
If I do it fast, it'll say in tears.
In terse.
In
In terse is in tears.
No, but if I do in tears, with an S.
TERS.
Three strokes,
Huh?
in 3 strokes, IN, and then TER, and then S. And like all fast, it says in tears. Same.
I think your computer's drunk. Whatever. So in terse, does it come out?
No, it's the EN versus the IN. When you put the S with it, if you put separately in line, it comes out IN.
It should never come out EN if you're stroking IN. Ever. 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 Ever.
It still did.
Ever. No, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, because you can stroke EN and you can stroke IN. So I mean, if for some reason you forget a word and it's like EN, like intel, and you're like intel, I mean, you can still do it that way. Does it come out? Intel? IN and EN? I guess it's the, yeah. The auto intelligence is probably picking it up, and it just picks it up and corrects it for you. Okay, we're gonna take a break right now. Yes, sir.